So we've all heard the studies about how the pandemic helped change the family dynamic because we all got to spend so much more quality time together. More time for bonding, board games, and baking cookies. And for parents who got to work from home, well, it was truly the best of both worlds because you could pop on a Zoom while making cupcakes at the same time. You could learn to fold a fitted sheet while waiting for your staff meeting. Or how years from now the story will be that the pandemic was actually good for our families, and we'll look back on all these years of cherished togetherness. This is not one of those stories. There's no signs of Carol Brady, Claire Huxtable in my house, and definitely no signs of Martha Stewart. This is my story, a story about a professional woman who's also the mom of 2 boys, who for the past 20 years enjoyed doing her hair, sliding into her super cute snakeskin pumps, and enjoyed going to a work environment where people respected her. Then suddenly, one day, it all came to a screeching halt. Gone were the blowouts, makeup, and trademark boss bitch look that was full of Outlook calendar boss bitch action. My look now consisted of bandanas, baseball hats, and yoga pants. On top of it, now I had 2 brand new coworkers to train and bring up to speed. An intense 13-year-old with a mouthful of braces, and a laid-back 11-year-old with a surfer's haircut. Besides chauffeuring them around or being their personal Uber Eats driver, we barely exchanged words. Yeah, there were the occasional grunts and some eye-rolling too. Oh, on the good days, a mixture of both. When words did come into play, I now had deciphered their lingo, like drippy. Come on, what does drippy mean? Do I want to be drippy? And what is sus? Why am I so sus? Is that a good thing? And how about cat? Since when does cat mean anything other than what you put on your head? And why the hell am I such a Karen? They're the little Karens. My name is Kim, or Mom, thank you very much. Beside the lack of communication with my 2 new coworkers, they were often very inappropriate and often very disorganized. I tell them, I have no idea where your jockstrap is, and if you planned ahead like I asked 2 hours ago, we'd be ready to go by now. And commence the eye rolling, yeah. Oh, I wrote those 2 little Karens up for that one. In the break room, you know, the place that was formerly known as my kitchen, I'd always find something exploded inside the microwave, bits of food trailing across the floor, and the cat trying to lick it all up. That same break room where I'd lose my shit about who's going to clean up this mess, and they'd be pointing at each other, I didn't do it, he did it, I didn't do it, he did it. Who cares? Somebody has to clean it all up. I mean, why is this even up for discussion? Didn't they read the employee handbook? Plus, they report to me, I don't report to them. But the biggest problem with my coworkers is their lack of understanding about personal boundaries, especially when I'm on that important Zoom call. When I have to turn the audio and video off to scream, get the hell off of one another, stop biting him! Just to return to the Zoom call, like to look like I've done a workout all bright red in the face. Yeah, it was attractive. Honestly, where the hell is HR when I need them? Thankfully, I finally returned to my office about 3 months ago. My office is in this hybrid mode right now, where we get to do a few days in the office, a few days at home. The days I go in, I'm pretty sure my ring captures me sprinting out the door. Kind of like that woman from the old IKEA commercial, you know, start the car, start the car. I'm so damn happy on the days I go into the office. I miss my real coworkers, you know, the ones who'd say, good morning, how was your weekend? The ones who would never, ever grunt at me, ever. I told my work friend the other day how ecstatic it felt to be back after almost 2 years. I confess, working from home is like being on an extended maternity leave, but at least with maternity leave, there was a start and an end date. I knew exactly when I would leave my diaper-filled home and go back to the office. In fact, if you add up all the times I've worked from home since this whole mess began, I could have added another 2 kids by now, another 2 new coworkers to the mix. I cannot believe I just said that out loud. I have to go check my birth control. Okay, here's the obligatory. I love my boys. But do you remember maternity leave? If you're like most of us, you don't. You could barely function, let alone think. And the loneliness. I, for one, was so lonely. 1 minute you're surrounded by people running to meet and collaborating on projects, and then bam, you're alone. Wearing yoga pants, braless, surrounded by laundry, lots and lots of laundry and strange smells. It's kind of like working from home, especially with 2 preteen boys. Almost exactly the same. So here we are, and here I am, learning to embrace the new hybrid me, this sort of half professional, half mom-fessional I've become. I still really hate the word. I mean hybrid. It's a fancy word that was invented to make a shitty situation seem really good. Right now, for me, it means half at work, half at home, and we all know how things turn out when we do them halfway. In the meantime, I've made friends with Urban Dictionary, and yes, if you're wondering, you do want to be drippy, and that is no cap. But for all of those of you who are still totally confused, come see me afterward. I'll bring you up to speed. But I'm finding the real me, or the new me, I should say, as I'm trying to find balance in this WFH lifestyle. I've gone back to the gym, yay me. I need to find use for all those new yoga pants. And I'm teaching my new coworkers some life skills, like how to do their own laundry, some light cleaning, because remember, they work for me, I don't work for them. It's not the other way around. And on my WFH days, I welcome those yoga pants. But if you take a look below my desk, I'm also wearing my delicious snakeskin pumps. Because look out, everyone, this boss bitch is back in town.